everyone, I am Madison, for those of you who have never seen any of my videos and are new to this channel. For the past 2 videos I've made, they have been workout videos, but I also like talking about healthy eating and nutrition, for those of you who have maybe seen my protein ball recipe. But today I'm going to be talking about what to eat versus what not to eat. And I know sometimes it's hard when you get unhealthy cravings. Maybe you've been eating super healthy for a few days and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, like I need chocolate, I need carbs, and you just start craving them. For example, whenever I get a craving for something salty like chips, instead of eating a whole bag of Tostitos or, well, I don't really like potato chips, but I know a lot of people do, I swap it out for dried seaweed. And I know that sounds kind of disgusting, but I promise you it's actually really good. It's easy little swaps that you will soon get used to after you've been doing it for a while, and you are just going to notice, 1, changes in your body, 2, you're just going to be feeling overall better and healthier. You're going to feel more productive, not as sluggish, because I know sometimes when you carb load or you eat a bunch of sugar, afterwards you feel just kind of like dead and you feel drowsy. But with these healthy swaps, you're going to feel so much better. We're going to start off with snack substitutes. So instead of having potato chips when you're craving something salty, go for dried seaweed, like I talked about in the beginning. And then instead of Cheetos, go for Hip Pea Original Chickpea Puffs. And I recently discovered these after my friend Reese Morningstar told me about them. Shout out to Reese. They are so good. My favorite is the white cheddar, and you can find these at Target, Sprouts, I think Costco has them, and I've even seen them at some Starbucks stores. And then instead of chips and salsa, which is a snack that I used to turn to whenever, again, I was craving some chips, go for carrots and hummus, or any kind of vegetable with hummus, like cucumbers or celery. So this is another popular topic, breakfast, because I know a lot of college students are always on the go, and breakfast is sometimes hard, but it's also the most important meal of the day, so not good to skip. But instead of just grabbing flavored yogurt that has, again, a bunch of preservatives and processed sugar, try plain Greek yogurt, and then you can sweeten it with either agave nectar or cinnamon or just some fruit. Throw that in there and that'll keep you full. Or you can even put granola in there. But a tip about granola, make sure that you really read the package, because a lot of times granola has a lot of processed just crap in there and a lot of sugar as well. And then waffles. I had a roommate last year, Kara. She loved waffles. And every once in a while, like, they're not bad to eat, but it also doesn't keep you very full. I know whenever I eat waffles or pancakes, I feel like I'm hungry like an hour and a half after. So go for Ezekiel bread. And you can put either avocado on there, you can put almond butter on there, PB2 powder mixture. And then instead of cereal and milk, I will admit I used to have an addiction to cereal. I could eat like 4 bowls in one sitting. Go for egg whites and veggies. Make a little omelet, put some veggies in there. That'll keep you super full, and eggs are full of protein. Instead of pasta, try zoodles. And I have this super amazing recipe for pasta. It's zoodles, it's Boca crumbles, and then low sodium marinara sauce that I found at Trader Joe's. Instead of bagels, which I also used to have an obsession with bagels, but instead I started doing plain rice cakes with hummus, spinach, pickles, and then season it with everything but the bagel seasoning. Such a good snack, and it actually keeps me pretty full. Instead of having hot dogs or hamburgers, which I don't know how many people cook those on the regular at home, but try meatless meatballs or the Boca brand or veggie patties. And the veggie patties are made up of stuff like corn and quinoa. So you're getting your nutrition, you're getting your protein, you're getting a few carbs and healthy fats, but it's not like the super unhealthy processed meat that you usually buy at the store. And then for all my soda fans out there that either chase with soda or make mixed drinks with soda, or just, if you're Catherine Snyder, I'm calling all my friends out on this. If you're Catherine drinking your Diet Dr. Pepper, try switching to sparkling water. And at first, again, it's a hard switch to make because a lot of people like the flavor of soda, but I promise you, it's a good switch to make. And now we're gonna go on to my favorite, cooking and baking. I'm addicted to chocolate. I'm not afraid to admit it. But I started using dairy-free chocolate chips instead and making chickpea cookies. Don't freak out when I say chickpea cookies. That sounds disgusting, but I will attach my recipe in the comment section. Or not attach, I'll just write it down there. but these are actually so good and they completely satisfy my sugar cravings. So instead of eating 4 chocolate chip cookies and feeling disgusting afterwards, I can have 4 chickpea cookies and I feel good. And it's loaded with a lot of good protein, so chickpea cookies are the way to go. And then instead of mashed potatoes, go for mashed cauliflower. I just started using diced cauliflower or rice cauliflower, it's one of those, instead of rice. And rice isn't bad for you, but if you're having it, say, like more than 5 times a week and you're trying to cut back on carbs, it's probably not the best choice and it's just gonna add up. And then instead of using butter, use coconut oil. Instead of regular sugar, coconut sugar. Instead of using eggs, you can use applesauce and mashed bananas. So if you are vegan or maybe you just don't like eggs, you can use mashed bananas and applesauce to substitute in your cooking. Instead of mayo, which I used to be obsessed with mayo, I would just dump it on my sandwiches. Use avocado, and that's another idea to put on Ezekiel bread. And then say you want some ice cream, which that isn't really cooking, but a lot of people crave ice cream. Try blending up frozen bananas, throw some dairy-free chocolate chips in there, or even some fruit, and it tastes just like ice cream. It's actually insane. And then instead of using honey, because there's a lot of honey that not only have preservatives in them, but just a ton of sugar, go for agave. It's an all-natural sweetener, which is super good. And speaking of sweeteners, instead of loading your coffee up with creamer, use coconut oil or liquid stevia, and then a splash of almond milk or soy milk instead. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. I will be posting more at-home workouts and just more workout ideas and healthy food recipes. If there's a certain video or a question you have, please comment below or message me on any of my social medias and I'll be sure to either answer that question or create a video if it's a topic that y'all are wanting to see. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I can't wait to see you in my next video.